Hello, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a crochet favourites, hence why I am sat to the side because there will be photos on screen obviously. So I don't know how long this video is going to be. It's going to be probably just a quick chatty one. I'm just going to tell you guys my favourite crochet supplies that I've got, and they will also be shown on screen and linked in the description box if you want to get your own. So let's just get going. So first things first is yarns. So I buy my yarn from the shop Wool's Warehouse. How did I forget that? It was on the tip of my tongue. Anyway, I buy my yarn from Wool's Warehouse. The first yarn that I use is their Yarnsmiths Create DK. I used to use Women's Institute from Hobbycraft, however they just stopped making it, so when I needed to restock colours I couldn't, even the black and white, I was just oh god, and I just had to just buy random stuff until I spoke to someone on Instagram and they suggested this brand, so now this is the brand that I use for my acrylic yarn. I think it's a good yarn. So the only problem is I wouldn't recommend it for beginners if they are going to struggle with splitting, because a lot of the balls that I've got split. Some of them don't, some of them do, and it can get very frustrating, especially when you're using a 3.5mm or a 3mm hook and it just splits. So that is annoying, I will say. But I still like the yarn, I can get through it, it's good quality, etc. So that's why I use this. So the next yarn that is also on my favourites is the Lily's Sugar and Cream cotton yarn. It's 100% cotton, and I've used it before, but I've only just got back into using it because I want my clothes and hats and stuff like that to be made of cotton, especially for the summery clothes, because you don't want acrylic because it's hot and warm. But obviously acrylic has its place, it can be used if it's not as warm and stuff like that. So I am happy with the acrylic pieces that I've got on my website and everything, so if you want to check out my website and buy some fashion pieces from me, please do, it's linked down below. But yes, cotton yarn. I am using the Lily Sugar and Cream one now. I have quite a few colours and I want to get more. If you want to see the colours I've already got, I made a reel on Instagram. But I want to get more, and I want to get the variegated yarns that they've got as well. There's a brown one, a browny white one, and it changes like that, and it's really cool, and I definitely want to get that one because I feel like that would make a cute bucket hat and just a cute top in general, so it's on my list. So for my crochet hooks, I use this set, well, one similar to this set. I ended up not being able to find the set that I use because it's 4 years ago that I got it, but my set is literally this, but just fully grey. They are comfortable to use, they don't hurt my wrists, unless if the yarn that I'm using is awful and hurts my wrists. But for everyday, the hooks are fine. They've obviously got the nice handle, they've got the imprint and stuff where your fingers, not your hands, your fingers can go and stuff as you crochet and everything. So I'm very happy with these hooks. And they are definitely much better than the tiny metal ones, especially when they're really thin, the 2mm and stuff, because there's basically nothing to hold. So with that extra handle, it definitely helps. So if you're experiencing wrist pain and you use those hooks, maybe try out those hooks as in the metal ones. Maybe try out these ones or something similar, or something with a handle basically, because they are much better in my opinion. Accessories, crochet accessories. So first things first, neck light. It goes on your neck, who would have thought? So don't fall for those ones that I see all the big crochet accounts advertising. It's the Lumos light or something. Boo, Harry Potter. But it's $60 I think, or something like that, and it is just a neck light, probably just a cheapo one from Amazon or whatever. So don't fall for that, just go to Amazon and get one like the one I've linked, which is really cheap. I got mine as a birthday present from my boyfriend's brother and wife, and because they were inspired by a picture that he sent them where I had my phone torch like this because I couldn't see my stitches, so they bought me that, and that is perfect, especially for black yarn, crocheting in the dark, and just black yarn in general, because it's so hard to see the stitches, as you crocheters will know. It is awful. I'll also see if Sam still has that photo because it's funny. And then if he does, it'll be inserted. So the next accessory and the last accessory on my list, stitch markers. I use these ones from Wool's Warehouse again, the plastic ones, and they are so easy just to clip in and unclip to mark your stitches. I use them to also like pin pieces together loosely as well. Like I have so many of them, I absolutely love them, and they are lifesavers. I also use them if I have to do like 5 rows of the same thing. I use them in front of me as like counters, and then I like move them to the side after I've done a row, which there's easier ways. I know everyone has those fidget toys where they just push it in every time they've done a row, which I might give a go at some point, I don't know, but my method does work okay for now. But yeah, I need a better method for when there's like 20 or 30 rows, because then I'm just like doing it on paper. But it's fine. This is a crochet video. This is a crochet favorites video. Oh my god, I can't talk. So I have 3 favourite crochet patterns at the moment. So the first one is this one. It is the Soot Sprite So my next favourite for the patterns is the Soot Sprite pouch pattern. It's made by this artist on Ribbler. It'll be linked down below. It works out quite quick and people really like it. I sold the first one I made quite quickly, and then it brought a lot of attention to my booth at Pride, because a lot of people are like, Soot Sprites, I sell mine for £18 just because it's quite big, and then you are meant to make like the stars like separately and sew them on and stuff, but it's just, I don't really like how the stars turn out in this pattern. That's the only thing I don't really like. So I use a different pattern, whatever one I can find, to be honest. I think I've used more than one. And then I also use like beads and stuff as well, like the star beads, which is really cute. And then it takes down the time put into it because I don't have to crochet every single star individually. So that is a favourite. My next favourite is this grub pattern that's recently come out. I've made 3 of them and I've turned them into key rings, and they are so cute. I love them. I haven't sold them at a market yet. I will be this weekend, but the market I'm doing this weekend probably won't be the best example test run, because I don't think anyone's going to be really into it, because it is like a summer street party. It's not anything specific like Ports of Pride, for example. I think they would have done well there, as I did sell some other bug key rings and a lot of people were interested in the bug stuff. So yeah, I am going to give that a go, and I want to put them on my website as well. They're not on there yet, but they turn out really cute. The only thing is tension issues. Like when you do the increases to make the body bigger, my tension's a little bit tighter than the pattern artists, so it comes out slightly lopsided. But yeah, I just adapt it as I go. So just if it's like do 6 single crochets, then the increases, but I'm not in the middle where it's meant to go, I'll just do an extra 1 or 2, do the increases, and then just finish off the round with whatever's left. And finally, the last crochet favourite pattern that I've got is this fairy skirt. I love this artist, I love their work, and I saw this skirt months ago that they had posted, and I was like, please, if you don't have a pattern for this, write a pattern for this. And they said that it was in the works and it released recently, and I've already made one that I have started doing a video on, so I'm not going to show you. The only thing is I've run out of yarn quite quickly because it's quite short, but like so are a lot of the examples, because it's like festival-y type thing. But I might see what mine looks like styled on top of another skirt as like a layering piece instead, and see how that looks. So yeah, I hope you like this video. Please like, comment and subscribe. Follow the artist that I have mentioned, check out the websites that I've also mentioned, and I will see you in next week's video. Comment below your top crochet favourite, and I'll see you in next week's video. Bye!